Picture this. A 5-year-old kicks her cubby, refuses to hang up her backpack, and when her teacher asks what's wrong, she screams, "I hate you!" and runs out of the classroom. The teacher knows about brain states. She just finished training on owl, watchdog, and possum. She understands the neuroscience, but in that moment, she freezes. Or worse, she reverts to what she's always done before. Consequences, office referrals, or timeouts. This is the gap my capstone addresses, the gap between knowing the theory and applying it under stress. Hi, I'm Natalia Olson, and my capstone project is Brain State Detective, a 15-minute interactive branching scenario that gives teachers hands-on practice responding to dysregulation before they face a real classroom crisis. My training needs analysis started with conversations with K-5 teachers who'd completed foundational trauma-informed training. They could explain brain states. They understood the neuroscience behind trauma responses. They'd passed their assessments. But when I asked, what happened the last time a student had a meltdown in your classroom, I heard the same story over and over. I knew I should stay calm, but I panicked. I sent him out because I didn't know what else to do. I feel like I'm making it worse. This was my light bulb moment. The problem wasn't lack of knowledge, it was lack of practice. Teachers need a safe space to make decisions, see consequences, and build response patterns before they're in front of a dysregulated child. That's when I identified my subject matter experts. I needed frameworks that translate neuroscience into classroom practice. Robin Goebel's Owl Watchdog Possum model gave me the language. Bessel van der Kolk's trauma research explained why traditional discipline fails. Bruce Perry's work showed me how to sequence responses based on brain state. And Mona Delahooke's framework reframed behavior as nervous system communication. These experts became the foundation of every scenario decision point and feedback explanation in my module. My TNA revealed the gap, theory to practice under stress. My capstone? It's the bridge. Knowing what to build was one thing. Knowing how to design it for maximum impact? That's where Merrill's first principles of instruction became my blueprint. My module centers on the real task teachers face. A student is dysregulating right now. What do you do? My learners aren't starting from zero. They've completed foundational trauma training. They already know the 3 brain states exist. So, the scenario introduction activates that prior knowledge. Each scenario demonstrates expert co-regulation strategies through specific modeling. Body language, crouching to eye level, softening tone. Language, I can see you're having a tough morning. Offering choices. Do you need a minute, or would you like to walk with me? But here's the crucial part. I also demonstrate what doesn't work. When teachers choose a control-based response, they see the escalation. The immediate feedback explains why. When a student is in watchdog, their brain receives demands as threats. Teachers don't just watch, they choose. At every decision point, they select a response, and the scenario branches based on their choice. After completing all 3 scenarios, teachers reflect. Which was most challenging? What will you try this week? They're not just completing a module, they're preparing for the next time that 5-year-old kicks her cubby, and this time, they've practiced what to do. Here's where context became crucial. My capstone doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's week 3 of a 4-week trauma-informed professional development course. The HTA helped me understand why the sequence matters. Week 3, this is my capstone. Teachers get hands-on practice with co-regulation responses. They've learned the why, they can recognize the signs. Now they need to practice the how. The HTA showed me that my module couldn't come first. Teachers need foundational knowledge before practice makes sense, and they need practice before they can create individualized plans. Getting that sequence right meant my capstone serves as the critical bridge. The moment theory becomes action. So, how did the TNA, FPI, and HTA come together in my instructional design document blueprint? The instructional problem came from my TNA. Teachers understand brain states but can't apply co-regulation strategies during real-time classroom crisis. The learning outcome came from Merrill's application principle. Teachers will select brain state appropriate co-regulation responses in at least 2 of 3 realistic scenarios, not just know about them, but actually choose them under pressure. The media asset, my 15-minute interactive branching scenario embeds all 5 FPI principles. Brain State Detective is a 15-minute interactive branching simulation, but it addresses a significant problem: the gap between trauma knowledge and trauma-informed practice. It's the result of systematic analysis, intentional design grounded in Merrill's principles, and strategic placement within a learning sequence that builds from foundation to application. My capstone is more than a project. It's a bridge from knowing to doing. Thank you.